Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Hilliker and I'm the school counseling intern working with Mrs. Belcher this year. Today we'll be talking about morals and right versus wrong. This lesson will focus on Kohlberg's moral development theory and the different stages of morality that we progress throughout our lifetime. Please make sure that you have taken the pretest before watching this video. If you guys haven't completed the pretest yet, go ahead and pause this video to do that now. So starting off, a good example of moral dilemmas is on a TV show called What Would You Do that airs on ABC. This show is hosted by John Quinones, and it presents different stage scenarios where ordinary people are presented with different dilemmas that will require them to either take action or walk away and choose to mind their own business. The first example that we'll watch is a scenario where two teenagers plan to put peanuts into their friend's milkshake who is severely allergic after he steps away.
Wow. Book F. Yes. Oh, dude, that looks awesome. I know. You guys want to try some? Yeah. No, dude, I'm allergic to peanuts. You're still allergic? I thought that was a thing from when we were kids. I'm extremely allergic to peanuts, actually. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash up. Dude, what do you think would happen if we put some peanuts in his milkshake? I think it'd be pretty hysterical.
Almost 6 million children under the age of 18 have food allergies. And about 1/3 of those kids report being bullied because of their allergy. It's a growing issue in schools so huge, fellow teachers and parents have adopted a movement.
You could help save a life.
The FAIR's It's Not a Joke campaign, created to help people learn how to stop food allergy bullying.
If I'm not at school, I can't get bullied.
The idea is to prevent cases like this story out of the UK. A 13-year-old teen with a severe dairy allergy suffered a serious allergic reaction and later died. This happened after he was reportedly chased and touched with cheese by a classmate.
Dude, we should do it, dude. I can just crush them up right now. No, we can put them right in here.
Today, in this restaurant, we've got some food allergy bullies of our own. If you witness these two teens planning to put something potentially deadly into their friend's food, what would you do?
Dude, when his eyes swell and his face blows up, it's going to be hilarious pictures. Dude. Quick, before he gets back. All right.
I'm putting peanuts on my ice cream.
Today, our hidden cameras are rolling at the Park Avenue Diner.
This is phenomenal. Dude, you gotta let me have a bite of that. Oh, yeah. You gonna take a bite of that? Well, now that he put the peanuts on it, no. Why not? I'm allergic to peanuts.
These first customers listen in as our bullies begin to question Sam.
You're still allergic? Dude, just give it a try. Yeah, let me just outgrow a peanut allergy real quick. Give me a second, guys.
They're really clued in. They're not even talking to each other.
Why don't you just try it? I left my phone in the car. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay.
After he walks away,
I think we should take this. Crush it.
our bullies start to reveal their plan.
Pour it in the drink, and he won't even know that there's peanuts in it.
They stay silent.
Have Jordan be a little worried and say, "What? Do you think it would hurt him?"
You think it would hurt him? No, it's not gonna hurt him, dude.
Until
Here, we'll just put a little bit in his milkshake, and it'll be like.
Here we go.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Are you stupid? What's wrong with you?
I love these ladies. They're great.
Get your little smartphone up and analyze the shot. Look it up.
What's the worst that can happen?
You'll die. Should we tell the owners?
The owners?
Yeah, don't do it. Or call the police. It's manslaughter. It's attempted murder.
Bring Sam in and say, "What's going on?"
Hey, dude.
They're crushing peanuts.
It's a joke. It would be a joke.
First rule of medicine: you don't breathe, you die. Right? First rule, very simple. You close his airway, he can't breathe. He dies.
time to let him know he's safe with us.
How are you? I'm John Quinones. They're all actors.
Oh.
You really were amazing. Why are you so outspoken?
Well, number one, we didn't want to have to train them.
Yeah, we're both medical people. I'm a PA, she's a nurse.
When you say we would have to trach him, what does that mean?
Oh, cut an airway.
Literally cut his neck.
Yeah.
So you know how bad it can be.
Yeah. Can't open the
Going
airway.
anaphylaxis.
Throughout the day,
What's the worst that could happen?
we meet more concerned customers.
You guys want to go to prison if you die?
They lay out potential precautions.
You would take Benadryl if you're feeling itchy. You know, the throat kind of like.
And the spectrum of severity.
If somebody's allergic to peanuts and your hand is closer, you could react.
You want to crush it and put it in a drink? Smash him up? Dude, quick before he comes back.
This woman immediately steps in. There she goes. Here she goes. Uh-oh.
What's the problem? It's just a joke.
But here's the thing. I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Wow.
Allergic to the point where I have had hives. I've had my nose closed. I've literally passed out. I've had to go to the hospital. I've had to stay there overnight. And it is not fun. Because you think that you're going to die. And if you're going to have the stupid friends like you two, it's really not cool.
Bring the drink back toward them. When the boys refuse to listen,
So, like, just a little. No, it's just.
all right, here she goes again. She's back on her feet. She took the drink. All right, let's go in. How are you guys?
Wow, that's so funny.
I'm John Quinones. No, you are awesome. And you took the drink away.
I wouldn't want anything to happen, so you gotta take it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Your message to those bullies?
I guess, just because we are third grade teachers, for me is don't ever forget that golden rule that you learn in elementary school. Or do unto others as will be done to you.
When's the last time you tried it, Pina?
It's an issue that hits very close to.
Okay, so now that you've seen how a few different people reacted in this scenario, go ahead and pause this video and take a few minutes to either discuss as a class or reflect on your own if you are a virtual student and completing this at home. So what did you think of the reactions, and how might you have reacted if you were a bystander in this situation? The second scenario that we'll watch involves two student athletes trying to peer pressure a friend into taking steroids.
You hear it all the time. Harder. Faster. Stronger. But what if to get to that, you relied on the improper boost of performance-enhancing drugs?
We turn now to a new development tonight in that record suspension of baseball slugger Alex Rodriguez.
Stunning news about Lance Armstrong. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency is banning Armstrong from cycling for life.
What happens when those national headlines hit closer to home? How will people react when it's a local high schooler being pressured by friends into trying steroids?
Stop being such a wimp, dude.
We're putting it to the test at the Dancing Blender Smoothie Company in South Orange, New Jersey.
Steroids, Willis.
Steroids. Yeah, it really enhances your performance. Like, with your speed, dude, like, you would kill.
Customers flex their muscles and tell these drug pushers to cut it out.
If you want to be bigger, faster, and stronger, this is what you need.
Or will they exercise their right to remain on the sidelines? What would you do?
It's like going to the doctor's office and taking a shot.
This first customer listens in.
It came from steroids. It didn't come from just lifting and eating. It's not how it works. Steroids is the way to go.
Like, is it dangerous? It's not dangerous at all, no. Let's do it now.
When we get back, it's your turn, okay? You cool?
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
As it turns out, he's in the muscle business himself.
I work at a gym right on the corner. As fitness is like my profession. Don't do it. There's a lot of side effects.
What does it do?
First, it strengthens your testicles, messes with your hormones and all that stuff. You get very angry.
He offers Adam some alternate options to bulk up.
Work out. Eat a lot of protein. Don't cheat. You get caught and you'll get in trouble. I can't tell you what to do. If I could just advise, I wouldn't mess with it at all.
How are you? I'm John Quinones. Why is it important to say something to him?
Because I don't want him to make a mistake. I don't want him to make a mistake that could harm his life at all.
What's in here is like just pure adrenaline, right?
Back in the store, this customer waits until our jocks leave. Then he approaches Adam.
I overheard a little bit of the conversation. Trust your instincts.
Thank you.
What would you do?
You want to train your mind. Accept what you want in your mind. You don't need external to make you great. You are great. I was a competitive swimmer, so it was all about what happens in my mind that made me great.
Okay.
And then just doing the physical work, working out, eating well. Good luck. My only message was like, you can do whatever you want, but I just wanted him to know that he could make the choice.
The choice these customers are faced with is whether or not to get involved.
So stop being such a wimp and let's do it.
I don't know.
They overhear what's happening, but they don't step in. So we step up to find out why.
We was telling my son if he ever found himself in that position to immediately leave.
So this was a teaching moment.
This is a teaching moment.
It's a performance enhancing substance. That's exactly what it is.
This last couple is sitting close by.
It's just to help. It's not to hurt at all, okay?
But aside from a few glances, they don't seem to be paying much attention. Then suddenly, Deborah Grushkin is up in a rage. And for the first time all day, someone directly confronts our bullies.
What are you doing?
Don't do it. How old are you?
18.
Like, don't do that. Seriously, don't. Okay? You get a lot of something to hurt yourself. Like, it's legal.
Trying to help you.
We're trying to help him by giving him steroids. You just can't do it.
We want him to go good. He's got serious scholarship opportunities.
He can totally screw that up by getting caught doing steroids.
Guys, we're just trying to help our friend, all right?
If they were really your friends, they wouldn't pressure you to do something like that, even if they think it's in your best interest.
Why do you care what he does with his body, though?
Because I don't want to sit idly by and watch him possibly hurt himself, do something illegal, possibly lose scholarship, be pressured by people who don't even care about him, I'm sure. That's
We're his
wrong.
best friends.
Oh yeah, you're great friends.
How are you? I'm John Quinones.
Oh my god. Seriously?
You're amazing. What is it about it that made you do this?
Oh, it just seemed like a morally wrong thing. I felt bad for the kid. I felt like he was being pressured into doing something he didn't want to do. And I don't know, I felt obligated to say
She's that
something.
type
I
of
didn't think
person.
I could walk away and not say something.
What does it say about you? Why you?
I don't know. I'm pretty outspoken. I think I stand up for things that I believe in and I try to help people.
Okay, so now that we've watched the second scenario, go ahead and again pause this video and take a moment to either reflect or discuss as a class. Now let's discuss Kohlberg's moral development theory. So this theory explains our moral development as humans throughout our lifespan. Kohlberg proposes that there are 6 development stages, with each stage having us become more proficient in our response to moral dilemmas than the last. The 3 levels are pre-morality, conventional morality, and post-conventional morality, with 2 sub-stages occurring at each level. So starting with level 1, pre-morality, this is the stage that most closely fits children who are ages 9 and under. Stage 1 is associated with obedience and punishment. So this occurs when that person chooses behaviors and makes their decisions solely based on the avoidance of punishment. Stage 2 is associated with individualism and exchange. So this is the point where a child begins to understand that there is more than one right point of view, and they start thinking that a morally good action is one that benefits all parties involved. So for example, if a child wants to, let's say, trade the chips in their lunch for the cookies in their other friend's lunch, and both of them agree to it and it makes both of them happy, then that child would consider that to be a morally good choice. But if one of the parties involved disagrees, then it is not a morally good choice. So level 2 is conventional morality, which is the level that most adolescents and adults mature to and remain at. Stage 3 relates to good interpersonal relationships, and this involves making choices to gain approval from others and to be seen as a morally good person. So an example of this would be choosing not to drink and drive, not because you think it's morally wrong, but because your friends would think badly of you, which would in turn make you think badly of yourself. Stage 4 exists to maintain social order and involves awareness of the rules of society and then choosing to obey those rules in order to uphold the law and avoid feelings of guilt. One major issue with this stage can be that just because something is legal or widely accepted, that does not necessarily mean that it's morally good. So level 3 is the final level, and it is post-conventional morality. So only about 10 to 15% of humans reach this level of morality because it requires such a high level of abstract thinking. Stage 5 relates to social contract and individual rights, which is an awareness that rules and laws are in place to protect us, but at certain times can work against the interest of individuals. Stage 6 is universal principles. This involves the development of one's personal set of moral guidelines, which may or may not follow the law. So a good example of the post-conventional morality level is those individuals who stood up against slavery even when it was legal and the law allowed it. They still felt that it was wrong based on their own moral compass, even though technically in the eyes of the law, it was legal. So one very famous moral dilemma is called Heinz dilemma. So let's watch this video now for a brief explanation of what that is.
Heinz's dilemma. Heinz's wife is dying because of a special kind of cancer. There's only one drug that the doctors think might save her. It is a new formula which a pharmaceutical company in the same town has recently discovered. The drug is very expensive to produce, but the company is charging 10 times the production cost. Heinz goes to everyone he knows to borrow money, but he can only collect half of what the drug costs. He tells the CEO of the company that his wife is dying and asks him to sell it for less so if he could pay at a later time. But the CEO refuses. He can make no exceptions. The research had been very expensive and the company needs to turn in a profit. What should happen next?
So teachers, go ahead and take a moment to pause this video and take a class poll of which decision each individual makes. So the 3 choices are on the right and are Heinz should steal the drug and not go to prison as this is unfair, or Heinz should not steal the drug since he would be breaking the law, or Heinz should steal the drug and accept any prison sentence. So go ahead and pause this video to take a class poll now, or if you are at home, go ahead and take a few minutes to think about which decision you would make. So here's a group activity that you can complete if you have time at the end. So if you are watching this video at home, feel free to read through some of these scenarios and think about what you would do in each situation. Teachers, you can assign students to work in small groups with those sitting around them and assign each group a different moral dilemma to read through and discuss to come up with a group decision. Once groups are done discussing, you guys can come back together as a class to share how each group came to a decision and what that decision was. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to complete the post-test in the Tiger Day course on Canvas when you are done with this last activity. Thanks everyone, and have a good day.